Up next, two Republicans say Muslims don't belong here after an attempted terror attack against New York's Mayor Zohran Mamdani, and the House Speaker Mike Johnson says nothing really to condemn those comments. Another special guest is going to be with us at the table when we come back.
Did y'all catch that? Y'all want me to rewind it? Listen to her carefully.
Up next, two Republicans say Muslims don't belong here after an attempted terror attack against New York's Mayor Zohran Mamdani, and
an attempted terror attack against Mamdani. Not the anti-terrorist protesters who are standing up for Americans. She's saying Mamdani's residence was targeted.
Speaker Mike Johnson says nothing really to condemn those comments. Another special guest is going to be with us at the table when we come back.
It's crazy how they're crying about who's not saying anything to condemn any type of comments, but we haven't seen any Democratic leader condemn all the comments that's being made ever since Donald Trump went in office. There are millions of comments that were made that was inappropriate, misleading, and fake information. Did any one of them made a statement and said, hey, we don't support that? They never did. Now, Abby Phillips, she actually gave an apology. If you don't know who Abby Phillips is, she actually has a show on CNN. And, it's a panel. And, of course, she has Democrats come on there, Republicans, and so forth, and pretty much voice their opinion. And they get into these debates. And there's a lot of misleading, information out there on that panel, but I don't really watch it, but I'll see some of her, clips pop up in my popular feed, and I'll take a look and check it out, just like this one. And come to find out, she's out here misleading people, putting false information out there. Of course, CNN, fake news media, and they allow this to happen. Then she's forced to make a public apology, and we're going to get into that. But that's who she is, and like I said, she's a panelist, host, and so forth. So let's get into the apology that she made after she was forced to put this apology out there. She posted, I want to correct something I said last night. The bombs thrown in New York City over the weekend by ISIS-inspired attackers was thrown into a crowd of anti-Muslim protesters and not specifically targeted at Mayor Mamdani. The wording was inaccurate, and I didn't catch it ahead of time. I apologize for the error. There's a lot of inaccurate wording that has happened on that show. No apologies. No apologies. But here the hammer came down on her to make that apology, and of course, rightfully so, she did. Now, as far as her show goes, there's one thing I just can't grasp. Why is Scott Jennings on that show? I've said this in a past video before. I personally think Scott Jennings is legendary. He's a legend of this game. He's been around for years. And for him to be on Abby Phillips' show, she constantly, speaks down on him and cut him off all the time. When he's making a really good fact, he's the only person that's very consistent when it comes to information, representing the conservative side of things. But, for the most part, I don't think he belongs on that show. It just seems off to see Scott Jennings. This is the great Scott Jennings we're talking about, y'all. But he's on her show playing second fiddle. I just don't get it. Now, we're going to get into a different story because this just came in. Of course, Donald Trump has been doing a lot of briefing on the war. So we want to see what's happening over there and what he got to say. So, Mr. President, take it away.
It's now speaking there in Ohio. Let's dip in here.
One-year depreciation is great. One-year expensing, everyone loves it. And we did a little excursion. We had to take this little few weeks of excursion, but it's been incredible. Our military is unbelievable, the job they're doing. I would say, to put it mildly, way ahead of schedule. We've knocked out their Navy, their military in all forms. We've knocked out just about everything there is, including their leadership. Twice. We knocked out twice their leadership. And
Twice, y'all. The new Ayatollah, word on these nuclear bomb streets is he's hurt. So that's what Donald Trump is speaking about.
Now they have a new group coming up. Let's see what happens to them. But 47 bad years we suffered with them, not only us, the rest of the world. And we're doing our job. So we had to take an excursion, but it's doing well. The market's holding up well. I figured we'd be hit a little bit, but we were hit probably less than I thought, and we'll be back on track in a pretty short while. Prices are coming down very substantially. Oil will be coming down. That's just a matter of war. That happens you can almost predict it. I would say it went up a little bit less than we thought. It's going to come down more than anybody understands. Do you have any questions, Peter?
Yes. You just said it is a little excursion, and you said it is a war. So which one is it?
Well, it's both. It's both. It's an excursion that will keep us out of a war, and the war is going to be. For them, it's a war. For us, it's turned out to be easier than we thought. But think of it, they had thousands of missiles, 8,000 missiles. We got many of them before they got to launch. They have drones all over the place. We got many. Now we're knocking out the drone plants, as you know, going fast. They started talking about mines, so we hit 28 mine ships as of this moment, 28. Like using the same weapon, the exact same weapon that we use against the drug dealers in the water. We have, as an example, we had tremendous drugs pouring in through the waters, through the sea, and now we have almost none. It's down 97% through water. Now we'll do it through land. The land is easier than water.
Man, we got to give Donald Trump his credit, man. We got to give him his credit. He stopped the hell out of that drugs, man, coming across the ocean. Ain't nobody bringing no drugs across the ocean right now. Shout out to Donald Trump for that. And I don't think that's emphasized enough in media. Donald Trump slowed that crap the hell down, man. The hell down. And I think more media should be, covering that. And, Fox News, shout out to Fox News. Fox News could only cover what they could cover. They have a great task on hand right now because, Fox News is outnumbered by those fake media networks and so forth. But Fox News has been holding it down. And Sky News Australia as well. I follow them. They've been holding it down. And but shout out to our Fox News, man. If it wasn't for Fox News, let me tell you, the media would have a ball, putting fake information out there and disregarding the good things that's been happening, as far as, crediting Donald Trump and the good work that he's been doing ever since, he took office. But shout out to everybody out here, man. 10 minutes late, we pop in right now. We're growing. Thank you for everybody that's actually subscribed to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the community. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and join us as we grow this entire thing. All right, so as usual, I like to end by saying God bless. See you in the next video.